Do I have a super secret for you today? Back behind me, through those closed doors, I'm gonna give you the secret to this SMP. But you can't tell any of the players in this SMP. You have to promise me that you won't. But before I get into the details of this secret, I have to show you how I found out about the secret. So are you ready to get started? Let's go. So the first thing I started doing about a week ago was I started going mining. So as I was mining, I was looking for iron. I needed 2 stacks of iron to be exact. Also on my journey for mining, I was looking for diamonds. I only needed 5. But every time I went mining, I ran into the deep dark. It's everywhere in these mountain biomes. Obviously, I'm not prepared to fight the deep dark if I'm dying to creepers. After finding everything I needed to find mining, and decided that I needed to work on my farming. So I expanded my farming and put all my wheat over on that side, and kept my carrots, my potatoes, my new find of these sweet berries over on this side with my sugar cane. As I was farming, I went and smelted some of my iron and made this really cool looking lava farm. Now if you're wondering how the chicken got in here, I'll explain that to you later. I then went through and organized all my stuff. Then after the lava started producing, I went and made a diamond pickaxe. And with my diamond pickaxe, I went and traded with this guy for Silk Touch. And the reason I wanted Silk Touch was so that I could make my wool farm. I then proceeded to make obsidian. And one simple way to make obsidian is to get 2 lava source blocks. So once I had my 2 lava source blocks, I'd then just take a bucket of water, pour them on top, and voila, I have obsidian. I would continue to do this until I had enough pieces of obsidian to build my nether portal. Another fantastic thing about my unlimited lava source is now I don't need fuel for my furnace. The lava just keeps continually to fill up these cauldrons. After I made my obsidian, I made my brand new nether portal right next to my base, and then went into my nether portal and created my tunnel. And now I have my own Jobuffalo tunnel. I then proceeded to head to the nether. In the nether, I died 3 times. However, I did manage to get some nether quartz and some soul sand. After returning from the nether, I then went ahead and built my cool looking sheep farm. And you can see my sheep farm is really producing. My one sheep is working very, very hard. He's like the king watching over all of the cattle. Hello, King Sheep. Once I was finished with my wool farm, I then proceeded to make my enchantment room. I had enough books, enough sugarcane, and we're all ready to enchant. I even hid my grinding stone in the ceiling. The condition I'm in is pretty good. I've got the food, I've got the resources, I've got the iron armor, but I still needed something. I needed the secret. After I finished doing the enchantment room, I then took a trip over to the Badlands. On the way to the Badlands, I ran into the jungle, and in the jungle I met Polly. I brought Polly home with me, and all he wants is diamonds. Another cool character that I met along the way, and I made a little space for him out here, is my axolotl. There he is. Found him in a cave when we were caving. Hello, buddy. Little Jobuffalo. So I decided to go down in my mine and make an elevator all the way down to Y-59. As I was making this elevator, Scotty decides to show up and give me a hand. I had died twice here as well. And the reason I died is I kept drowning because I didn't have enough air to put kelp all the way down to -59. So fortunately, he was here to help. As he helped me finish the elevator, he took off and I began to mine. And this is what I found. It's 38 individual mining shafts. And it's all 16 spaces in each direction from the center location of my elevator. The only problem I ran into is this whole section right here is all lava. So I left one mine shaft available to show you exactly how I mined this out. So here's the one I left. You can see each one has a torch above it, as I know that I was down that one. So what I would do is I'd come with my stone pickaxe, and there's this little doorway that I dug out. And what I would do is hit these first 2 blocks, and then this top block, I would go all the way until the pickaxe would not hit any blocks anymore. Then once I was done with that, I would go ahead and place a bucket of water right on this second block here. And then I would swim inside the water up to the top surface, pick up my water, turn around, put down a torch, and then I would start mining all the way until I came to either the deep dark or lava. And once I hit that, I would turn around and come back. And as soon as it gets dark, as you're mining 1 block at a time, you go ahead and you put another torch down. And one of the cool things about this mining technique is that you're only mining one block, but you're seeing 4 different sides of an area as you're mining. Oh, lava. See, just like that, once you find lava, just turn around and run away. Pick up your torches on the way back, that way you don't lose them or waste them. Because there's no reason to keep this lit up. Come out, turn around, pop a torch on it, and it's done. But what I found in these caves is completely incredible. It's the secret, the SMP secret. You remember last episode when I spoke about how I went into the website and I found out that the world is a diamond-based economy? Well, let me show you what I ended up with. So after using around 137 stone pickaxes, I ended up finding all of this. I'm not sure where to begin. This is the secret. The secret to this game is mining. And if you mine this correctly, and just take a nice 16 by 16 area, you can set yourself up for success right away in the earliest part of this game. So you can see that I'm at level 8 right now. I did actually end up finding 13 diamonds on my first run caving. So I did make an extra pickaxe, headed to a villager to get fortune 3 put on my pickaxe. So now what I want to do is break all these open and see what I end up with. Hopefully I have enough room here. Let's see. Okay. And I still have 5 diamonds left from my 13 that I used originally. I have not spent any diamonds yet on the server. But after today, I will have a full body armor of diamond. I will have all diamond tools, and I'll have plenty of diamonds to spare. I think I'll save that for last and actually show you the diamonds on screen. This redstone is actually incredible. If you look, it's 3 layers deep and 5 layers long. So there is a lot of redstone at Y-59. With gold being pretty good, lapis not so bad, and iron being at the least. Alright, let's start with the iron and see where that gets us. So we successfully mined iron and ended up with just under a stack of iron. Next, we'll do the lapis. After the lapis, we went up 5 levels and got a little over 7.5 stacks of lapis. Time to do the gold. And after all that gold, we ended up with 3 stacks of gold. Time for the redstone. All the redstone's been mined. We went up 19 levels and we ended up with just under 30 stacks of redstone. That is incredible. Time to do the diamonds. I think I'll just fast play this one for you. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, the diamonds are done. In total, we went up 23 levels, and we ended up with a little over 3 stacks of diamonds. So the simple secret behind the SMP, especially a diamond economy based one, is just to go mining. And now that you have diamond tools and you can enchant them with efficiency 5 and fortune and silk touch, you could probably get through this type of a mine in a couple hours and buy whatever you wanted to buy over in our world. So now let's go back up to the surface and I can show you how I built that awesome entrance. So finally the man, the lady, the bug, and the buffalo all had a meeting. And in this meeting we decided that we're going to put our base for our Halcyon guild right here in this beautiful location in the middle of the nice meadow surrounded by all these beautiful mountains. Can't wait to see what this build brings. But the idea of this build is to make it look like it's coming out of the mountain. So design yourself something that looks like TNT blew it up and it's starting to come out of the mountain versus going into the mountain. We want it to look like it's part of the terrain. So I went ahead and just built this somewhat circular object. Now you can take the exact design, screenshot this and use it, or you could just design your own. And you can change the design of this simply by putting down stones in the corners, and you could come back and look at it and you can see if that's what you want to do. And finally, after it was all said and done, after running back and forth and placing stones here and there, I finally came down that this is the shape that I wanted to use. And what I highly suggest is that you come from an angle that you're going to be running to or that you want people to use as the path. So as you're entering into my base, I want you to be able to see from this type of angle. And you can see that that angle of the circle really starts to look like it's coming out of the mountain. After you have your shape figured out, how you want to open up the mountain, go ahead and add a few rows behind it. And then make it exactly the same as what you've already done. And go ahead and do that the whole way around. Now, I'm using all cobblestone to begin with. I'm going to go back through and add different types of stone into the cobblestone. Worry about detailing it after you build it. So I went ahead and added some dirt to this side so it looks like it's part of the mountain again. And I'm going to go ahead and clear this area out here. And then I'm going to move these blocks and continue to move them back 3 more additional times for a total of 5 deep. Once you've got your area 5 deep, go ahead and start clearing out any other additional space needed to accommodate for your entrance. And once we get to this point, we really want to start moving inwards and replacing all this dirt with stone. So maybe we could come in like this, and you could start blocking this off. So it looks like this is starting to come from the mountain. And one of the things on my entrance is that it curves down over here into this area, and that's how the hole was to begin with. So in order to curve, to make a curved pathway into your place, you can do this outline of an upside down L all the way down to your area where you want to put your base. And we'll continue the same pattern all the way out so that as you enter into this cave, you're going to have this effect where the area actually turns in a flat Minecraft world. So once you've got everything dug away and your blocks sent all the way back, and then to give this depth look, you're ready to start turning some of this cobblestone over into stone and maybe some andesite or even gravel. I don't understand what's with these creepers always swimming around in this pond. I should build a creeper farm here. I don't understand it. Over there. Oh. Wow. It's like a war here. And now that we've got most of our blocks switched over, I'm sure I'll switch a few more. But for 95% of it, it's done. You should have something that looks just like this starting to come together. We're going to go ahead and work on the floor next and get the area so that as you walk up to it, you're going up a little bit of a hill. So let me clear this out and get this situated. All right, the entranceway is complete. All right, let's see what it looks like when you run upon it. Oh yeah, it's starting to look nice. Now I have plans for over here. I'm just not going to reveal those plans yet. I have to go find something that will tie in here. But next we're going to go ahead and put our doorway in. So let's go find some spruce wood. I'm going to use spruce, and I'm going to start here. I'm going to run a row of spruce straight to the ceiling, one before. Then I'm going to come over from there 6 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And do the same thing right here. Next, I'm going to run a beam straight across like this. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to go from the first spot we put our beam, we're going to come diagonal one and put some stones alternating between regular stone and cobblestone. And once we get 5 high, we're going to bring it straight across. You'll have something that looks like that. Then we're going to come in here with an upside down stair there and an upside down stair there. And then a half slab in the middle. Now we're going to come into this diagonal spot here and add some stripped spruce. Right like this. And we're going to bring it straight across. Next, we're going to come in here with an upside down stair like that. Then we're going to come over here and put our door in. Next, we're going to go ahead and place stairs around the bottom column. So it looks like that. And we'll do the same thing on this side. And one on the back on this one. Now we're going to climb up here and take this row away. And we're going to put in a row of our stripped logs. Just like this. And we're going to do that 2 high. Now we're going to put a stair here and a stair here. We're going to go across the middle with some half slabs like this. And then we're going to take our trap doors and put them just like this. We're now going to take our trap doors and run them down the side like this. And the same thing on the other side. And we're going to put stairs upside down just like this the whole way across. Next, we're going to add some fencing right here. Right across the whole way. We're going to add 2 cobblestone walls, one here and one there. Now go ahead and put some lanterns on top of the fence posts. Hang a lantern right here. And then run some fence here. With a lamp on top of your fence post like that. And then add some fence posts on this side as well, with a lantern on the front. Next, go ahead and grab some buttons and place them right around the door. And place one here and one there. And now your door frame is complete. What we want to do next is just grab some green trimmings, such as leaves from the trees and some vines, and we're going to go ahead and decorate this as if the wilderness took over. And after a little bit of landscaping, we have the finished product as our grand entrance. Has have a little bit of foliage growing over it. And the detail came out okay. And there you can see it from a distance. It really blends in with the mountain. And it actually looks like it came out of the mountain when you're back a little ways. Especially with the evening coming in, the lights are starting to shine down on it. And you can actually see the doorway coming out of the mountain, which is pretty wild. We built right into that thing. I've got my diamond gear. I'm ready for battle. Well, that wraps up this video. I hope everybody had a good day. I hope everybody learned that the secret is mining. I hope everyone learned how to build a grand entrance for a mountain. I hope everyone learned how to mine one block at a time. Go ahead and hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.